When you think of San Francisco, you tend to think of the Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz, towering buildings, cable cars, and Pier 39. People from all over the world come here just to see those things. However, there's a huge part of San Francisco that many guidebooks and online sources forget to mention: the free shows. This story is about the entertainers.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, there is absolutely no admission into the tent. Our sole aim is to entertain you. I can say unquestionably and without fear of contradiction that this is the most sensational act that has ever been presented on any stage.
Rica, rica, rica!
My name is John F. King II, and I am a drummer slash percussionist. Basically, practitioner of funky beats.
I'm Stephen Dreyfuss. I'm a musician. I've been working in San Francisco. I started out in 1991, and I've been working in the various malls, but I noticed there's so much more traffic on the street. But there was no program for performers. There was only a program for artisans. And I said, well, this is wrong. How come bead stringing is considered an art, but not stringing notes together?
Although the street performing program has only been around for a decade, busking, commonly known as street performing, dates back to the 1800s. In the United States, busking started as medicine shows, where doctors hired street performers to grab audiences' attention, with all sorts of weird acts, such as fire eaters and contortionists.
You will see those happy, hilarious, hip-swinging hula dancers direct from the shores of languorous Hawaii. And that great big Indian chief, Paw in thrilling dances of his...
Although the concept of medicine shows have advanced forward through TV commercials and magazines, street performing has basically remained the same. All you need is an act and a tip bucket.
I went to junior high school and tried to join the stage band, and the audition was a theme from the Pink Panther. The drum part for that is... I was bored with that. So I went home and I went... And I got kicked out of band class because he said, "Is that what you see on the paper? Are those the notes that you're reading? Get out of here. You went home and you studied that?" I got, yelled at and kicked out of class. So I was so hurt, I just went home and poured myself into my bedroom and learned to play myself. I said, you know what? This is not gonna stop me from playing drums. I'll teach myself how to play drums. Matter of fact, what I'm doing is a lot more fun than what they're teaching.
Some people have mistaken them for panhandlers, looking for free handouts. Although some buskers had no other choice but to perform on the streets, others gladly left the band life.
I just went out on the street and started playing and immediately started enjoying it and earning a good living doing it. I haven't stopped since.
I'm a professional dumpster diver. I don't think that's like a proud thing to admit, but that's how I get my stuff. I created a drum set out of discardable items. Everybody, at least in the San Francisco Bay Area, seemed to love it and showed me a lot of support and interest and love for what I was doing with my talent and able to put it out there and have people enjoy it.
It's just very tough playing in a band unless you're in the top 1/4 of 1% to actually earn a decent continual income. I earn a good living as a street performer, but being the boss and being in charge of my own situation, it's wonderful to be in charge of yourself.
It doesn't matter what you play on. You can play on a mailbox or a newsstand or a light pole or a park bench or whatever. As long as you have that rhythm pulsating inside of you, you can make music out of anything because the drum is inside you.
Well, the importance is freedom of expression, but street performing is not for the faint of heart. You have to be on your toes, you have to have your wits about you, you have to know what you're doing.
Putting your talent, your art, your photography, your pottery, your jewelry, whatever it is that you do on the street is a very honest brutally honest way of finding out if you got what it takes. I've got something that people enjoy and will come back time and time again and appreciate. So as long as I can go out every day and put smiles on someone's faces, on anyone's face, that's my goal, is to spread joy and love and happiness and through my music. And if I can do that, then it's a successful day, regardless of how much money I made that day.
Yeah! Man, you guys are great.
Keep the noise down.